For so long, I've been trying to get you out of my head.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. In today's video I have this look for you right here, which is a super easy to recreate warm matte kind of orangey eye with like a pop of highlight and a glossy lip. Obviously with any makeup look you can kind of take parts from it, merge them together, or do the whole thing, however you prefer. So if you would like to see how I got this look right here, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. Follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything. We've got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter if you're into that kind of thing. And if you would like to see how I got this look right here, then please carry on watching. So to start off with, I'm going to do my brows. I just thought I would include this in this video just to show you what I'm using because I'm absolutely obsessed with this at the moment. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. It's so good. You don't need any water with it. You just take a spoolie and go into the soap styling wax and then literally just fluff up your brows. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm just adjusting my mirror. I'm just going to fluff up the brows in like an upward motion, and then I'll take some brow powder just to kind of define them a little bit.
Then maybe we'd be getting somewhere.
Like, just look at how good that is at lifting it up. If you struggle with soap brows, you need this in your life. It's so good. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. And then you just kind of take your finger or the brush just to smooth down the hairs and make sure they're like really stuck in place. Just look at the difference. Like, I just needed to show you, if you didn't see the testing video of this video, I'll link that down below. But this is my new favorite product. Obsessed. I'm now going to take a cotton bud and some micellar water. This I've just put into like a travel bottle just so it's easy for me to use. I wipe off the excess in the back of my hand so it's not like dripping wet, and then I'm going to use this just to get rid of, switch that brow down, just to get rid of any excess like brow wax that may have gone onto the skin. You can't see it, but it's just so when I put makeup on that area it's not going to go cakey or cause any sort of funny texture or anything like that. Just wiping underneath the brow. She can't see what I'm doing, but I just know it will make the surface a little bit cleaner and smoother to work on. I'm not doing like a crazy makeup look as you can tell from the title, but I am going to prime the lid just so we get the most even flawless base. I'm going to take my beloved P. Louise base. This is in the shade Rumour number 2. Do the other numbers have names? Because I feel like you hear people say P. Louise base number 4, P. Louise base number 1, but it's always Rumour number 2. I don't know. So I'm going to take this and pop it onto my eye. I'm just going to squeeze a little dollop and then blend it out with this brush from Eyeshadow. It's from one of their brush sets and it's like an angled concealer brush. And I'm just going to map out the shape of my brow and then just pat this base into place. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze some onto the lid and then take this brush to blend and pat it out.
For so long, I've been trying to get you out of my head. Oh yeah.
I'm also going to take whatever's left on the kind of tip of the brush and just run that underneath the eye. I'm now actually going to set this base into place with some pressed powder just because I'm going to do my face makeup and I don't want the eyeshadow base to just sit there and crease up in my natural crease of my eye. So I'm going to set that into place with the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting pressed powder in the shade beige. This is a very pale powder. Just use anything that's a little bit lighter than your skin tone just because it really brightens up that eye area. So highlighting like under eye powder would work as well. Just trying to open this up. I've just painted my nails before filming this video because they were chipped, so I'm hoping they don't chip throughout this video. So I'm just taking some of this powder and I'm taking it on a Morphe M433 brush. Any kind of sort of flat fluffy brush will work. This is quite a thin brush and I'm just going to lightly pat that all across the lid and in that kind of like inner corner where I get a little bit blue. Just a light dusting, nothing too crazy. I realised I forgot to put the brow powder on, but I kind of like my brows like this anyway. I'm now going to prime the skin with a primer that I haven't used in a while. This is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. And I'm going to massage this into the skin because I'm going to go in with like a more luminous foundation. So I figured I'd use this primer, which I haven't actually used in a long time. I think I've squeezed out way too much. Okay, so I'll just put some on the back of my hand. I'm just going to massage this into the skin.
A little to see where this is going. I really need to know.
Got some texture on my chin, so I really work that in. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This is in the shade 230N. This is a very like satin luminous finish and I love this foundation. So I'm going to pop that onto the skin with a Spicy Choco Kush Blend sponge and just bounce this into the skin. The pump's actually broken on mine, so I kind of have to like keep lifting it up to squeeze the product out, which is kind of annoying, but hey ho. Do-do, 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 that should do. Do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm now just going to bounce this into the skin.
I think that we need a guiding light. Right now we're
Love this foundation. I look a little bit crazy right now because of the eyes, but progress is key, people. I'm now going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to take the Ordinary concealer in the shade 1.2Y, and I'm going to pop that onto the forehead with this P. Louise brush, a little bit on my chin, and then under the eyes as well, and I'm going to blend it out with the same sponge. With these steps, you can just use any products that you like, but these are what I'm using, and kind of like if I was doing makeup for this look, I would use anyway. So I love all these products. So I've just put some on my brush and I'm just going to pop it on. And now I'm going to blend it out with the same sponge. I'm now going to move on to some cream contouring, and I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Light Tan Tool. I absolutely love this product, it's so easy to blend. I'm going to pop it on with a small Real Techniques foundation brush. As you can tell, this is very old. It's actually got a bite mark from my old dog. So it's a very old brush, but it works. So if you can find a small foundation brush like this is ideal to do the kind of contouring. I'm going to pop this along the cheekbone, kind of to about where my eyebrow sort of eye ends, a little bit around the top of the forehead and then under the chin as well. And then I'm going to blend it out with this Zoeva 110 Face Shape brush. I don't even know why I had to look at the number. I love this brush, I use this all the time. Okay, I'm just going to go under my cheekbone and then at top of the forehead.
if you let me go, 'cause I'm flying through
And then under the jaw.
the little high on you.
Then I'll blend it out with the Zoeva brush. Kind of patting that in, then blending it out when needed.
For so long, I've been thinking that we're more than just.
I'm now going to move on to some liquid blush. I keep putting this down when I film and just forget to use it, so I'm going to use it today. This is the Blush and Lift from Revolution Pro in the shade Peaches. I actually really like this liquid blush, it's really nice. It kind of tingles on the skin, but it's supposed to do that, I don't know, it just feels really nice. So I'm going to pop this onto kind of the higher points of the cheek, and then I'll blend it out with a mixture of my finger and probably the beauty sponge as well. So I'm just going to start by popping some of this onto my cheeks.
Is going, I really
Do one cheek at a time, because I remember the last time it sets quite quickly.
need just open up, 'cause I got
Just kind of using my two middle fingers to tap that into the skin.
things I do. I might need some help.
And then I will also use the sponge just to go over the top of it, just so it blends in with the rest of the makeup. Moving on to powder, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Loose Setting Powder. I'm not going to bake, I'm just going to use this to set my whole face makeup. And I'm just going to take this fluffy brush from Spectrum. I'm now going to bronze up the face just while we're here, and I'm going to take the Peaches Makeup Bronzing Powder in the shade Medium to Dark, and I'm just going to bronze up the outer perimeters of my face, basically just going more or less on top of where you put the Huda Beauty bronzer, and then I'll also just sweep it across my nose just because I like the way it looks. And I'm just taking this on a Sigma F25 tapered face brush, holding the brush quite far down so I don't get like a huge kind of patch of bronzer. I'm now just going to set this all into place with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm going to do this now because I want to pop on my highlight, and I like popping the highlight onto like a damp base because it makes it more intense. Moving on to highlight, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Iced Out Highlighter. Love this highlighter, used it recently, tried it out, I'll link the video down below. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It looks white in the pan, but it's actually very gold and it's just stunning. So I'm going to pop it onto the top of my cheekbone. I'm going to skip my nose this time around, and I'm going to spray the brush with a little bit of setting spray just to make it really intense.
I always seem to wake up in your bed.
So gorgeous.
Baby, if we talk for a minute.
Like, look at it. Can we talk about it? Back to the eyes now. I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. This is perfect if you want to do a neutral eye look, and it's got tons of matte shades in it. This is very well loved, as you can tell. I actually have another Modern Renaissance palette that's hit pan on basically every shade that I'm still keeping because I can't let go of it. But I'm going to take this shade here, which I have hit pan on, which is called Burnt Orange. It's just gorgeous, and I'm going to take that on a big fluffy brush. This is the Ava 228 blending brush. I'm just going to blend that through the crease and kind of wing it out a little bit. I'm just tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to start by very softly blending this through the crease, putting it right into the inner corner, and then when we get to the outer edge, I'm just going to wing that out very softly towards the tail of the brow.
I've been thinking that we're more than just friends. Oh yeah.
And I'm just going to slowly I'm just going to slowly blend that up towards the brow bone, little circular motions, holding the brush quite far down so you don't go in too hard, and then you can blend out really softly. I'm also just going to run that underneath the lower lash line as well, just very softly.
I really need to know, babe. Can we just open up?
Just building that up till I kind of get the intensity that I want, because I've done my face first. I don't want to go in like really heavy handed and risk loads of fallout. So I'm just building it up as I go along. I'm now going to switch to a Sigma E25, which is a more like denser blending brush. It doesn't have as much movement as the fluffy one, but I am going to use this to pop my lid shade on, which is the shade Realgar right here, which is this beautiful warm orangey colour, and I'm literally just going to load my brush up with it and then just pat it onto the lid and slowly just blend that into that burnt orange shade. I'm just going to pat that on top of the lid. I have tapped off the excess quite a bit so I don't want tons of fallout under the eye.
If you don't even wanna try, I need to.
And then I'm just going to use that tip of the brush to blend into the crease and into that burnt orange shade.
You know, if you feel the things I do, I might need some help if you let me go.
And I'm also going to take that a little bit along the lower lash line as well, just kind of on the outer edge. And we don't have any fallout, yes, which is amazing. And I'm just going to quickly take the other brush and just go on top of the edge of this. I haven't picked up any extra shadow, just to kind of sandwich it together. That's it for the main part of the eyes. So simple, so easy to do. I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber, which is this beautiful chocolate brown, on a eyeliner brush. This is the Morphe M2501, and I'm just going to use this to lightly just press into the lash line, just so it adds a little bit of depth to the eye.
Baby, if we talk for a minute, then maybe we'd be getting somewhere.
Now just going to give my lashes a little curl just to boost them up. Then I'm going to apply a generous coat of mascara. I'm taking the Revolution Pro Extension Lash Lengthening Mascara. Mascara's quite dry. Not my favourite so far from Revolution. I prefer the wide eye effect one. I'm now going to go off camera and pop on some lashes. I chose some fairly natural ones. These are in the style Hey Lover. Well, and these are from Morphe. They look super fluttery. I'm just going to pop these on off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, moving on to lips. To finish the look, I'm going to take the lip contour from Huda Beauty. This is in the shade HBIC. I actually forgot I had this, so I'm excited to use this to line my lips. I'm also just going to shade in the kind of outer parts of my lips. I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Girls Trip lipstick. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of tap it out. Then to finish the look, I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Sweet Mouth Gloss Bomb. And this is the finished makeup look right here. Super easy to do, and this actually was a request from one of my friends. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I love you lots. I don't know whether to say your name on the internet because I don't know if you want your name on the internet, but I love you lots. This is dedicated to you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. So yeah, this is the finished makeup look. Super easy to do, and this is definitely something I would probably rock for like an Instagram photo if you were to take away like the lip gloss. It's kind of like a everyday soft glam vibe. I know I've done quite a few looks like this on my channel, but it's always good just to throw in a neutral tutorial every now and then, just for people who want those kind of videos. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I did use a lot of my favourite products throughout this video as well. So this is the finished makeup look right here. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you may have picked up some tips and tricks along the way. It's taken me a while to get that out of my mouth correctly. Please go ahead and follow me on my social media pages. I'm shivonmakeupbiz on everything. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. And thank you so much for watching. I shall see you next time. Bye!